So you've decided Forney, Texas is the right fit for you and your family. You want to move out there and you're looking around and you're like, there is so much growth happening. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to look. I don't know what communities are right, which communities are wrong. Should we go new construction? Because it seems like every street you turn down, there's new construction happening. Or maybe you're already in Forney and you're like, hey, we want to relocate to a different community. Here's what we want to do today. Let's talk about my 2 favorite communities in Forney and tell you why I like them and why I think they could be a fit for you and your family. So let's go. So Forney is ranked actually by Open Door as one of the top 10 fastest growing suburbs in the entire country. Article they published January of this year. So 75126, which is the zip code that covers the majority of Forney, they actually ranked, I think it was 7th on the list for fastest growing suburbs. Here around DFW, it is definitely one of the fastest growing suburbs. If you drive through Forney at anytime, you'll understand why. You'll probably get stuck in traffic and be a little bit frustrated. City's doing everything they can to keep up with all of that. TxDOT's working hard, but it's growing, which means school districts are growing, homes are continuing to be built, things are appreciating in value, and it's overall just a great place to live. We've talked about it before on this channel. You're close to downtown and Dallas and all the things that you would want being in the city, but you have the quietness of the suburb. Provides a really great atmosphere for you and your family. So here's what I'm gonna do. There are tons and tons of great communities in Forney. These are not the end all be all, but these 2 are my particular favorites, and I want to tell you about both of them, share some information, and tell you about why they are favorites on my list. Okay, our first community that we're going to talk about here in Forney is north side, just past 80, right off 548, and that is the beautiful, beautiful community of Devonshire. I think it's probably, if it's not the largest, it's one of the largest communities being built in Forney. It's almost 1,000 acres. It's expected to have close to 3,000 homes. They're getting ready to open their next phase, and the homes in this neighborhood are absolutely beautiful. Some really, really high quality builders. They're getting ready to add some new builders in. There's some builders that are continuing to build. Values continue to stay at the top. It's overall, Devonshire as a whole is a really, really great community. One of the reasons I like this community is for the amenities that it provides. We've got pools, we've got dog parks, we've got ponds, we've got walking trails. It's just very well maintained. Just a phenomenally built community. Forney ISD actually just opened within the last, I think, year or 2, a elementary school within the community, Griffin Elementary. So you've got that access, close proximity to an elementary school. Then they would go to Brown Middle School and of course North Forney High School. So really, great school system on that side. Again, north side of Forney. Builder wise, here's the big thing that I like about Devonshire. So with almost 3,000 homes, they've been building for more than a decade really in Devonshire. And so you've had some builders kind of roll in, some kind of roll out, some kind of roll on, some that have been consistent throughout. But all of the builders within Devonshire have been phenomenal. Home builders, we're talking about Highland, Beezer, Bloomfield. One of my big 2 that are my favorites, again, are Highland and Perry. In their next phase, they're getting ready to add History Maker, Shattuck, Trophy, Partners in Building. So tons and tons of great builder options within Devonshire. You've also got tons of great price points. I know Perry has homes starting in the mid 3s to high 4s. A couple of those other builders do too, depending on lot size and elevation and things like that. So homes really starting in the mid to high 3s, running all the way up into the 600s and 700s. So budget, if you could find pretty much anything you want within Devonshire. So that's one of the things that makes it a great community. They're opening up their next phase. They're still continuing to build. If you go to the back of the community, you can see where the school is, and they've got to wrap the whole backside. So there's still tons of growth opportunity happening. So still a great opportunity to get in and experience that growth and capture that equity that, we talk about a lot with building new construction homes. So Devonshire is probably my top 1 community on the north side of Forney that I would say, hey, if you're looking to move or you're looking to relocate or you're looking to build, Devonshire would definitely be the place that I would check out. So let's do this. We're going to journey to the south side of Forney. We're going to talk about one of my favorite communities that's currently being built over there. All right, on the south side of Forney, just past Forney High School, there's a newer community that we've talked about before. It's Overland Grove. So this is not a 1,000-acre community. This is not 3,000 homes. This is more like 1,500 homes. It's a little bit smaller community, but there's still some really neat things happening. Situated right off of 748, and this is another one of those communities that I think could be a really, really great fit if you're thinking about relocating into Forney. Forney. So with this being another HOA community, one of the things that I love here, and if you watched my property tours from the builders that are in this community, you'll see it. It's the community center. They have a community garden, a major resort style pool, a huge, massive patio, like entertainment space, clubhouse. It's just really, really well thought out, well designed. Currently building in Overland Grove, you've got Lennar, you've got Kindred, and you have Century, and Century is they're new to the DFW Metroplex, but they build a really great product. We've talked about them before on this channel. Kindred builds a really awesome, they're building on those larger lots, so they've got a little bit more opportunity. But Overland Grove, again, is, if I'm picking on the south side, that would probably be the community that I would look at. All three of those builders or the resale in that community is going to be really well. Also, Forney ISD, again, just opened another new elementary school. That would be Johnson Elementary, that just opened inside the community. It's walking distance in the community. There's park trails that that lead to that. So growth, good for family, good for resale. That would be my second community that I was saying, hey, if you were moving to Forney, that would be one of the two that I would want to show you, want you to look at and say, let's think about moving into these communities. Well, that doesn't, of course, that doesn't cover every single community in Forney. That just covers my top 2 favorites right now, and maybe, in 6 months, those top favorites change, and we'll do this again. I'm just saying, if you were thinking about Forney or you were considering moving around in Forney, those would be the communities that I would say, hey, let's start here, and let's take a look and go from there. So here's the thing, especially if you're looking at those communities in a new construction space, here's what I know. Those builders have some insane incentives that they're taking care of my people right now with. My viewers, they're getting some insane incentives. I have really great relationships with all of those builders in those communities. So if you're thinking about that, just do me a favor, reach out. My contact information is literally right there. Send me a text, give me a phone call. Happy to help you and your family any way I can. Just to be on your side, just to be an advocate for you as the market changes and we get into the end of the year and people are asking a bunch of questions. I'm here to serve. That is ultimately my goal. Have your back, and let's have a good time while you buy your next home or sell your home or whatever it is. So as always, reach out. And of course, if I can help you in any way, I'd love to help you. And again, with some of these builders, we've got some insane incentives that I can get you access to with these builders. So guys, thanks so much. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.